Greetings. We are here to present a DMML project that is pneumonia detection using CNN and transfer learning technique. We are Group 8 and a team of 4 members, Paritosh Divakar Mohite, Rohit Kumar, Mervyn Karnakal Francis, and Rohit Kumar Srivas. Next. Introduction. Pneumonia is a pernicious disease caused by microbes that majorly affect the lungs and if not treated at an early stage will slowly progress towards other organs as well. This disease is most commonly caused by influenza which affects the alveoli in the lung resulting in this disease. Pneumonia is caused by different types of bacteria as well as other bacteria which seriously affects the respiratory system. But the most common type of pneumonia is viral pneumonia which can also lead to bacterial pneumonia. In this study, we will try to predict pneumonia at an early stage so as to prevent the patient from advancing to later stages. We have deployed CNN as well as VGG16 models in this research to obtain a performance suitable for a real-world application. Next. Research question. Can integration of transfer learning approach with CNN-based deep learning models significantly improve the performance in detecting pneumonia cases to be efficiently utilized in real-world application? And the research objectives are to efficiently detect pneumonia cases from chest radiograph images using deep learning models and to observe the impact by integration of transfer learning approach in the performance of CNN-based models. Now I call upon Rohit Srivas to explain further.
In this project, we have selected to proceed with the CRISP-DM methodology, which consists of 6 stages: business understanding, data preparation, modeling, evaluation, and deployment. The advantage of using CRISP-DM over other available methodologies is that it allows backpropagation at every stage and helps in keeping check with the business requirements, which is very easy to oversee while getting all technical. Next. The dataset utilized in this project has been taken from Kaggle, which is an online forum. The dataset consists of a total of 5,856 high-resolution chest X-ray images in JPEG format. These images are divided into 3 sections: train, validation, and test. These images are further classified within 2 categories: normal and pneumonia. There are a total of 1,586 X-ray images under normal category and 4,253 X-ray images under pneumonia category, which are divided within the 3 sections mentioned earlier. Next. In order to increase the size of training data, we have implemented few data augmentation techniques. This also reduces the chance of overfitting for the implemented model. Some of the data augmentation techniques applied over the training dataset in this project are as follows: rotation of training images by 30 degrees, horizontal and vertical shift of training images by 10% of the width and height respectively, zooming by 20%, and introducing horizontal flip on randomly selected training images. Now I call upon Rohit Kumar, who will continue further.
In this section, we understand overall model architecture. We first group the healthy and pneumonia image into 3 groups: train, test, and validation. The entire dataset is then used to normalize the image. To avoid overfitting, the normalized image is then artificially expanded using data augmentation. Following augmentation, the final dataset is divided into train and test subset for the next step. To obtain the best training model, a self-designed CNN model is used on the trained dataset, following by a pre-trained CNN VG16 model, which I will discuss in the next slide. And using the test dataset, the best training model is used to evaluate the results. First model applied. To set the baseline performance, a convolution neural network based deep learning model has been implemented. The baseline model consists of combination of convolutional layer and max pooling layer having ReLU activation twice in order to highlight the most important feature from input image before a flattened layer which converts its input into a one-dimensional array. The output of the flattened layer is then fed to fully connected layer having 2 hidden dense layer and then 1 hidden dense layer with 1 neuron having sigmoid activation. Second applied model, a convolutional neural network architecture based pre-trained VG16 model has been used to improve the performance mark set by the baseline model. It consists of a VG16 model having 13 convolutional layers with 5 blocks of max pooling layers and 3 fully connected layers, pre-trained over ImageNet dataset as the base for convolutions. The output of this is then fed to a flattened layer which further feeds the dense layer. Each dense layer are immediately followed by a dropout layer. The final fully connected layer has a sigmoid activation and is used for classification. Further, I will hand it over to Paritosh to present the model result and evaluation.
The important step after model building is an evaluation part. There are many parameters that are considered for classification. Here are some evaluation metrics explained. Considering the first baseline model, which is CNN model, we will consider a confusion matrix. In this case, it is used to access the classification model result. Basically, it is a real and the expected results are calculated in this. Considering the true positive values in the baseline model, which is 163 images that are correctly classified as a normal, and the model also predicted the normal values. The misclassified values the model predicted are only 71 images, that is the actual values were normal and the model predicted it as a pneumonia one. Looking into the true negative values, which is 376, that is the model has correctly classified as pneumonia, and only 14 images are classified as normal, but they are actually in for the pneumonia classes, that is class 1. Considering the confusion matrix of the VGG16 model, the true positive values in this case are 192, where the model are correctly classified as normal and predicted normal as well. So the misclassified values in this case for the class 0 is 42. The true negative values, that is the correct classified values, which is 377, that is the the actual values were pneumonia, and the model also predicted pneumonia. The misclassified values in this case for class 1 is only 13. Looking into the classification report of this model, for the first model, which is the CNN model, the precision that is, which is basically the how many positive values are correctly predicted. So in this case for class 0 it is 92, and for class 1, which is pneumonia, which is 84. Considering the recall value, which is also called as sensitivity, the recall metric is nothing but how many true values the model are correctly predicted. So for the normal case, the model is predicted 70% of it, and for the pneumonia case, the model is predicted 96%. Considering the recall, considering the F1 score, which is the mean of the recall and precision, so for the class 0, it is 79, and for class 1, it is 90%. Considering the classification report for the CN VGG16 model, so the precision for the class 0 is 94, and for the class 1 is 90, and the recall value for the class 0 is 82, and for the pneumonia is 87, and at the end the F1 score for class 0 is 87 and pneumonia is 93. So taking to the ethical implications, so there are no such ethical implications, as it is publicly available data set on Kaggle. So for conclusion, we in this study, a convolutional neural architecture based transfer learning approach is utilized in order to automatically detect and identify pneumonia cases from the chest radiography images of the patient. Also, the data augmentation techniques and the normalization as a part of pre-processing is performed in this study, and which will reduce the chances of overfitting. So by comparing the baseline model and the pre-trained CNN transfer learning model, the VGG16 model outperformed well with an accuracy of 91%. Thank you.